Good morning, everyone, and namaste. I am Garima, and I am here live today with you all. And basically, I am live for all the teachers in the world and everywhere. So, I am here to talk to teachers live, and I really want to talk to them and convey many things to them. And I really want to connect if any teacher can come live, and if you would like to come live with me on the screen, let me know. And I am referring to all the teachers here and all the gurus, if you say. And today is a day only for my colleagues, the people whom I'm working with, and it is a professional day for me. So this is a day where I would really like to connect with my teachers, people with whom I'm in the same profession, people who are together with me. So teachers, I would like to convey so many things to you. This is the COVID era going on, and everyone is saying सबसे ज़्यादा खतरे में, it's like the job of teachers. You are going online every day and you are learning new skills every day, and you are trying to convince all the children and parents out there and satisfying them with your skills. And every day is becoming difficult, and again there are parents complaining about you all conveying that that the child is not ready to sit on the screen, or blah blah blah, or how it is going to happen. So all the everything, every responsibility of the school or the organization you are working with is on your shoulders, and you are struggling with learning with new skills now. And my dear teachers, I really would like you all to remember yourself. Don't forget, please yaad rakhe, you have given your best to all the children out there. You have been so nice and so loving with them, and now when you are trying to relate, you are in a habit of seeing your little tiny ones, or maybe children of class 10th or 12th in front of you, and now they are no more there. They are on the screen, and you are unable to catch them the way you used to when you were in school. So every day is becoming a turmoil. Every day is becoming an exam for you, how to convince the children, how to put all those things, the syllabus in their mind. I trust me understand all this, and that is why I wanted to come online and talk to the teachers. See, this is the time period for our growth. This is the time where we can reflect, and we can just go on and analyze our own skills and analyze what we have to learn. Let us forget for some time this COVID has arrived and you have to go for online teaching. Dear teachers, I want you all to just juggle your own skills. See whatever you were doing was correct or not. Do your groundworks, and there are so many topics if I can suggest you so that you can do your learning and training. Please take back to the history or the journey of education system which you have been following, and please reflect that what you are doing with your children in the school was right and accurate or not. And if it was right, was there anything which you were missing? Don't be worried. There is no doubt that the schools are going to reopen. Maybe not in month of August, in month of September. You may lose few kids, but they are going to come back to you. The parents cannot retain, the society cannot retain children at home for long, because they have to come out, they have to move, and they have to work. So they are going to send your children back to you. And just reflect what you were doing with your kids. Were you really working hard with them when they were with you? Thank you so much, Elisa. So I continue with it. If there is any question you would like to ask me, please. I don't know the answers of any question, but this is a forum. This is like discussion. If we can discuss about what you were doing in the past. Now, I am a teacher. I'm basically concerned with the early childhood work. I'm basically concerned when the child is born, I should say I'm more concerned when child is not born. A mother is taking care of herself when she is pregnant. So there also a teacher is needed, there also a guide is needed, and there also a mentor is needed. So I am a mentor for pregnant ladies also. I go for Garbh Sanskar classes, that is the prenatal classes, and I guide them to meditate, and I guide them to make themselves calm and try a number of breathing techniques so that they can feel relaxed throughout their pregnancy, and they can enhance the development of the child in their womb. This is the first part which I am doing here. The second belief which I strongly have is the touch belief. I really believe in nurturing touch. I am an international infant massage mother trainer. So I train mothers to give the nurturing touch to their infant and feel the child's life and get attached to the child. So I say no to this online learning. We cannot go for this. When you teach anything, when you are there to enhance a concept in a child, this nurturing touch is also required. So when I teach mothers, pregnant mothers and mothers of neonates how to massage their own babies and how to provide nurturing touch, that nurturing touch is really important for a teacher also. Further, we guide mothers of toddlers who stay at home what to do with a 3-month-old child, what to do with a 6-month-old child, what to do with a 9-month-old child, what to do with a child who is at home of 1 year, who has not even started going to school. The preparation, preschoolers grow. So we have a program called Mother Toddler also, and we are trying to provide lesson plans and micro plans of every week to the mother, how they can develop their children at home and work with them. Mother is the first and the best teacher out there who can work with the tiny ones. So I am supporting that part also. Now if we come up to the primary level, the pre-primary and the primary level, we are trying to provide mothers from this 1st of June, we are trying to open our school and provide home-based lesson plans so that mother can work with the child. But teachers, I would like to bring to your notice that we are not going for any online class for pre-primary and primary kids this year. Yes, you can go for a child in primary of class 4 or 5 for online, but I don't think so that pre-primary or class 1, 2, 3 students are still eligible to go online. There have been many webinars to convince this, but I am not at all convinced. It is like first we used to believe that screen time is not good for children, and suddenly the concept has changed because this is the requirement of this era. So I need to change my principles and values and neglect the hazards of screen time. I cannot do that. I also suggest the same for you. Please don't allow your little tiny children to go online if they are less than 10 years to go online classes. And parents, I have been hearing from my colleagues and my friends, children who are there in other schools, the nursery, KG1, they have their online classes and the child is not ready to sit in front of the screen. They are not ready to get what the teacher is yelling or shouting from there. They are not ready to hear it. If the teacher is there with a story time, then it can be utilized for maybe for 5 or 10 minutes, but not more than that. How can you make a child sit continuously? Mothers, you need to understand and ask teachers what you can do at home with your child. So teachers, I request you to connect with your parents, your school parents, and guide the mothers so that they can work with the children on different aspects. When a child comes to us in school, what we do? We work with them on different eras, on different developmental norms. Like we work on sensorial part, we work on cognitive part, we work on motor skill development, we work on fine motor skill development, we also work on the physical enhancement. So it's good, you have time, you can guide mothers all those activities which you were working with the children in school, so that they can organize the same activity at home and children don't suffer any drawbacks of this COVID year. So I feel it should be more of mom's class with the class teacher. Every mother should be online and learn activities what they should do with the child, and then they can perform it, because in the lockdown time mothers are also free, they are not working, and there isn't, I cannot believe that a mother cannot take out time to work with their child. So this is the best way which you can do. Now let us talk about more elder children, like children who are there in 6th to 10th class or 12th class. Even I have seen my children struggling with the online classes, and a child goes to school because they want to meet their friends. Please remember, teachers, they don't come to just because they like you or they like to study. No child comes to school because of that. They only come to school because they want to meet their friends, they want to play with them, they want to connect socially with them. So if children are coming to school only to socialize themselves and meet their friends, there is no use of organizing this online education. I think what we have missed out in school education system was teaching children to self-study. None of the children know how to study by themselves. We need a more churning in the way we teach. If you are unable to teach children to select a topic or whatever you are giving, and if you are unable to teach them to research, to analyze and to reflect on whatever the topic you are asking them, then whatever you have taught in the school has become useless. If children are not ready to self-study, or if they are not prepared for a self-study mode. So teachers, every time, for the higher classes teachers, whenever you are there online and you are trying to connect with children, please try to talk to them what they are up to in this COVID lockdown, what is the activity they are doing the whole day, and try to connect and give them some surveys to be done, something which they can interview with their parents. And if you have 20 children in your class, you can divide few chapters, maybe 4 chapters in 4 groups of your class, and you can ask, you need to read it and let's discuss. So you need to organize classes to not together for 20-25 children. You organize class for the first batch, do a first lesson with them, do second lesson with the second batch, complete it with different children, different groups, and now tell the group 1 to discuss it with the group 2. Because what I have seen even with my children, that children, they learn with their own friends. They are so ready to accept what their friends are telling them. They try to understand it, and if one child is responsible for the other child in the classroom, then you can win. And only teachers saying everything on online class and using the board is not going to help the child, and is really not helping, because you are unable to see what is going on behind the screen in school going children. So parents, teachers, I again say that please reflect and analyze what you are doing in higher classes with children. Please try to take few strategies which can help them to feel better in this COVID era. And trust me, 80% of children are happy at home and they are enjoying. Only 20% are missing the studies, and you as a teacher, and those 80% children if are missing school is not because of the studies, it is only because they are unable to meet their friends and have all those musties. Okay, so if there is any galat fahmi or any wrong notion you are carrying, I am here just to clarify that they are not missing any of the teacher, any of the routine of the school. They are all good, and a good life is going on at home. They get up at their own pace, they eat at their own pace. There is nothing hanging on their head to tell them what to do and what not to do. Anyways, there is more to this teaching profession. What I have been talking till now, this was just what you can do in this COVID era. And if we talk more about you being teacher, please do your ground studies. Please just don't study how I need to teach phonics or how I need to teach the chemistry lesson. Just work on what are the things you are missing in communicating with your children, not only on the screen. There has not even a single call from any teacher in this COVID lockdown for my children None of the teachers has ever called. There is no message asking how are you all, what are you up to, come on tell me, share your inner thoughts. There is no personal message from any teacher. I know school restrict this, but this is a flaw thing. We are growing. This is 21st century, and if you really don't know, we should have long back improved this thing of connecting a teacher personally to the child. A teacher need to really connect and know the pros and cons and the negative and the positive of every child which he or she is teaching. And if school is not permitting this, you need to talk to the management also, principal also, that we need to connect with the child and we need to really work on these bits. And now again, what is teacher all about? And see, I have Anand Jain sir here with me on Facebook. And Anandji, would you like to come live with me just now so we can have this video for teachers? So are you willing to come live here? Okay, so I'll just send an invitation to you. If you are, please come up live. I'll be so happy. It's very difficult sometimes with the internet connections. Okay, fine. Then this is the time, teachers, when you can turn yourself gurus. A guru has the answer for all the solutions, all the problems, and all the problems of the child. If you are struggling with your own personal life, try to come out of it. None of the problems can be solved in just 1 second. You must be facing your own problems, your own complications in life, own relationship issues, but this is the time to make over yourself, to just concentrate why you're selecting it and what is all what you have not studied till now. Yeah, Anandji, good morning. I was like, would you like to come online live just now with me and say something to the teachers? Okay, if yes, please write it in the message box. So teachers, do your homeworks just now. You have ample of time, and please, okay, I will not be online after 15 minutes, sir. Anyways, you all can work on the aspects which you have been missing. There are more aspects in education. Only your subject is not the core aspect in education. Try reading about different philosophies out there, different philosophers who have given so much to this education system, how this curriculum is being developed, how it works in your country. Please go for it, become a critic, or leave your messages if there is improvement message. Just work, go underground, what all you are doing, from where those things are coming, who wants you to do what, who established the curriculum, is it really important for children to learn it or not? You need to understand. This is the time where you can just do your groundworks. And if I can help you, I can help you to read few people out there who have been very good in education and who have worked on different theories and so much supported the psychological world. You can read about Piaget, you can read about Hugh John, you can read about Maria Montessori ma'am, you can read about Rabindranath Tagore, you can read about Krishnamurti, you can read about Vygotsky, you can read about Gandhiji's view on what he wanted to bring or what was the improvement he wanted to have in education system. You can also read about a number of things, how you can make learning easy for your children. There are ways to teach elder children also, like using mind maps, yes, and maybe using group discussions or surveys. And please don't tell me that you do it. Please, you are not doing it. You just go to the class, you open the book, you make them understand the concept, and you come out. No, this is not education. Education is something other way round. We need to give some work to the children, let them do some activity for higher classes also, and then they come up to a conclusion. They make their own observations, they make their own predictions first, and then they come to a result that this is what they did and this is how they analyze themselves. So teachers, you need to understand what you have to do with the children. Also, there is one idea. You can read about habits of mind. You can you can give yourself to do that what are the habits of mine, and how can, if you are missing something, you can just improve upon it. And if you would like your children also to understand it, you can share with them. If you are going online, please don't only talk about your subjects. One or the other day in a week, you can open up and you can talk about something else which is not from your subject. Maybe it is from the life. And as I'm saying, habits of mind, it's like wonderful topic. There are 16 habits of mind I was able to get when I started evaluating myself. So it was like persistent and managing impulsivity and empathy and thinking flexible and metacognition, and so much was there. Then I also read about mind mapping a lot. Mind mapping really helps children to understand a topic. This is one of the core skill. This is not a skill, this is a way to understand. So you can develop this or teach your children how to mind map any topic, and this may help them to understand it. Then you need to just think about, ask your children how they can volunteer this COVID world, what they are thinking about this and how they are feeling about it. Even I asked my children, what do you think is going to happen in the coming future? And they said everything will be all okay, don't worry mom. So it is going to go away. They are going to enter in a new world from where we have never been there. They are going to live a new world, and this new world is going to be established by them, not by us. So talk to them about what you have lived up to. Don't try to teach them the skills only which were important to you. For them, a set of new skills is there which is coming up, and they have to learn those skills, and they have to know by themselves, yes, this is the skill which I need to learn in this coming world. And even you can read about Abdul Kalam Azad. He has done so much and provided us so much in the field of education. And for educators, there are a number of quotes and suggestions given by them. Please read them. Again, I repeat, don't stick to your books, your topics. Please read about Summerhill. It's a school in Britain, and which was opened by Neil. He's one of the best teachers I have ever read in this whole world. Please read about Neil also. It is going to change your brain setup about what is being educated, what you feel is being educated, what reality is there. If you have known how learning happens, and if you don't know how learning happens, teachers, please go and read कि सीखते कैसे हैं, कोई भी बच्चा सीखता कैसे है, how learning happens. So अगर आप ये सब भी सीख पाए तो it's good. Try to be very strong at what motivates you. आपके लाइफ में क्या चीज़ है जो आपको motivated रखती है. Every time when you want to motivate a child, you keep on comparing the child with others. Presently, there was one incident which happened with my own son, and he was like talking to the teacher, and then the teacher removed him from the WhatsApp group, and next day he again added him. So it's okay, but don't you think this is rudeness which a teacher has shown? You need to have patience and hear your children. These children are not from the old world like we were there. जो भी शिक्षक ने कहा हमने सुन लिया, नहीं. अब वो बच्चे नहीं हैं कहीं पर भी. They have their own views, their own mindset. They can reply anything, whatever they want. इसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि वो बदतमीजी कर रहे हैं या वो आपको सुनना नहीं चाहते हैं या एक्सेप्ट नहीं करना चाहते हैं आपकी व्यूज. नहीं, उनका मतलब ये है कि उनके खुद के व्यू पॉइंट्स हैं. दे हैव देयर ओन व्यूज, दे हैव देयर ओन थॉट प्रोसेसेस विच आर जनरेटिंग. दे विल नॉट एक्सेप्ट कि बोलना क्यों गलत है, खुद को एक्सप्रेस करना क्यों गलत है. दे विल नॉट एक्सेप्ट दिस. सो माई डियर टीचर्स, अगेन एजुकेशन इज अ चैलेंज in this world, and it is going to become more challenging after post COVID. So you need to open those windows. सिर्फ ऑनलाइन टीचिंग के रिसोर्सेज आप सीख रहे हैं घर में बैठ के, that is not enough. You need to work on yourself also, because the coming world is rather more difficult and have more expectations from you. जब आप present हो भी और आप नहीं भी हो, and you have to affect the life of the child to eternity, तो आप कैसे अपना रोल 100% पूरा करेंगे? You need to understand this. Then please make a belief system of yours. आप अपने बिलीफ सिस्टम को स्ट्रॉन्ग करिए. व्हाट आर योर ओन वैल्यूज, व्हाट आर योर ओन बिलीव्स. I have seen teachers doing partiality, favoring one child and not favoring some other child. Please be very, very to your belief system and to your values. Have your own set of values. And when you get new class, when you get children, please share them what you believe in and what your values are. Maybe you have the one value that children, I can help you to whatever extent you want, but I want you to hear me when I am saying you have all the rights. I have the whole day to talk to you and connect to you. We can talk in personal also. There is no bondation between me and you. Now when you do this, the child starts believing in you. None of the teachers has ever opened any online class like this. Not even any teacher has talked up with the children regarding the post-COVID era. अगर 30 बच्चों की क्लास है, if you are unable to take it, please make it 5-5-5. Zoom is all free for 40 minutes. If school is unable to give you कोई सा channel, I should say paid Zoom channel, you can always use it with your own children. और फिर it's also about if you would like to work or not. If I am having that willingness to work with children, then I am going to take out any way to work with them. So please talk to children about n number of things other than what is the class work they have to do or homework or the topic, because वो लोग और भी बात है जीवन के बारे में जो आपसे करना चाहते हैं, because after their parents, teachers are the people whom they can relate to. And अगर आप ऐसी पर्सनल बात बच्चों से कुछ करेंगे, then only you will be able to establish a bond with them. और ये बॉन्डिंग अब पोस्ट कोविड पीरियड जो है, पोस्ट कोविड पीरियड में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. एंड इफ यू डोंट हैव एनी बॉन्डिंग विथ योर चिल्ड्रन, इफ दे डोंट ट्रस्ट यू, यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू टीच देम. Then also connect with your children on feelings level and their needs level. आपके बच्चों की क्या ज़रूरतें हैं और वो कैसा महसूस कर रहे हैं. जब क्लास में 40 बच्चे आपके साथ में होते हैं, when 40 kids are there with you in the classroom, तब तो you are unable to improve and pay attention to not even a single child. I have been banging like hell with all the schools and all the teachers, saying them please connect with the child on feeling and their needs level. That is the most important thing. और पहले तो they were there in front of you, you could have make out in the class that yes, this child is upset, he is angry. If a child is angry, if adolescent child is angry, he is angry because of some reason. कुछ problem है उसके पीछे. There is a curtain, he doesn't want to show you. Connect with the child and then he is going to open up. They are having hell lot of problems with them. Some have family issues with them. Many are having peer issues, peer pressure with them. And children and teachers, when you enter into the class and the way you see a child, or when you giggle or when you make face, the child suffers a lot. A child does a mistake in one teacher's class and that teacher goes out and tell to everyone in the school, and then every teacher is coming in the class and repeating the same thing to the child. Okay, you did this with them, you did this with them, is going to insult the children. You have to stop doing this. Connect with the child, how he's feeling, how he is doing today and what are his needs. Then only you will be able to reach to the child. CBSE में मुझे नहीं लगता नीडिंग और फीलिंग के बारे में कोई एक्सप्रेशन है, कोई ऐसा क्लास है जहां पर टीचर को ये बोला जाता है कि यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस. बट टू मेक योर पोजिशन स्ट्रॉन्ग इन चाइल्ड इन स्कूल्स लाइफ, आपको इन दो चीज़ों का बहुत ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा. क्रॉस चेक योर एक्शंस whenever you are talking with a child. Please always be very attentive and very aware. Please provide respect to a child who is just 4 years old or 14 years old or 16 years old if you are teaching them. Everyone deserves equal respect. If the child is not good at education or unable to understand what you are saying, then also a child deserves to be respected. Please talk to the children with respect. I am sorry to say I have heard teachers using abusive language, and if you are not using any flower words, then also the tone and your behavior and your answers also make the child understand that the teacher is not responding to my needs. I have observed the same with my own children also and with other children also. When you are trying to avoid one child because you think that the child is acting over smart, you are going wrong somewhere. If you have children or a list of children who disturb your class, then you have failed as a teacher in the profession because you have not tried your best to understand that they also need attention. they are overacting, they are disturbing your class, and you are trying to avoid one child, means there are some issues where you have to check yourself. Please do all those cross checkings. And there are children with specific learning abilities, I should say specific, and they are special able child who need your attention. So if there is this lockdown time and you already know that there are children who need special attention from your side, I assure you, you need to assure those kids and parents, connect with them personally and tell them that this is a time when we can work more, put plus extra efforts. In RG, in the school which I take over, it is a very small setup where my teachers are only working with kids, with small tiny kids, and we are very happy to work with them. And they keep connected with each and every parent personally. They know what is going on in every child's home, and what is there any sibling rivalry, why the child is disturbed, why he is not eating, is he having fever. But as children they grow, I have seen teachers start missing on all those aspects. Why? जब हमारा कानून भी ये बोलता है, if the law also says that below 18 children are not considered as adult, why teachers consider a 14 or 10-year-old child as adult? Why don't you respond to his physical needs? Maybe he is in need of you asking him, is he having fever, or he wants a patting. That is just a physical need of a child who's there in school. There is no other need. The child's physical need is that the teacher sees him, and that is why they keep on disturbing you. You don't pay attention to them. You only teach who are ready and who are hearing you. So please इस चीज़ को improve करें and try to become more of gurus rather becoming more of teachers, because there is no term as teacher in our culture, our Indian culture. We all are gurus, and your presence can motivate any child. So there is a quote, if you all know, that presence of a guru makes a difference. Children can educate themselves if guru is present. So try to become a guru and not a teacher, because you affect children's life, a lot of children's life out there. And there is so much to talk about as a teachers, and to tell that I take teachers training and I take online training also for teachers in different school. I would like to really motivate them. And if for your personal development you would like to connect with me as a teacher, please connect with me. I'll be so glad to help you, to support your learning, your educating as a teacher. And there is so much to share, and I have shared the number of writers you can read. This is just 1% of people which I want you to read. There are more out there. People have already worked, so you can just make use of what people out there have worked. So this is all done only for today's session. I don't speak more than 30 minutes. It's almost 30 minutes I'm speaking to you all, and it was nice connecting. I'll be waiting for any of your queries. And teachers, I would really like to support and help you, and this support is not in your favor. This is in support of children, this is in support of parents, because they need the assurance and we are there to assure them. हमारी जिम्मेदारी, हमारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इस वक्त बहुत बढ़ जाती है पेरेंट्स को एश्योर करने के लिए. प्लीज़ उनसे कनेक्टेड रहें. जिन भी बच्चों को आपने पढ़ाया है उन सब लोगों से आप कनेक्टेड रहें इस वक्त, ताकि उन लोगों को एश्योरेंस रहे कि in coming future there is no loss their child is going to have. So thank you so much. Update yourself. Also understand about technology. Thank you so much, Abha ma'am. Thank you so much. Chaliye, thank you so much. It was nice hearing you all. Bye. Take care.